see my help. I just realized I've been talking to myself for I don't bloody know how long because I forgot to turn the Bluetooth on my helmet. I feel like a complete moron right now. Well, hi, happy holidays. So, how have your holidays been? I want to know absolutely everything. Post a comment about it. Yeah, smooth, right? But no, in all honesty, like, send me an ask on Tumblr, tell me how your holidays went, tell me what kind of swags you got, what are you most excited about, who did you get to see, did you get to go anywhere, anything that's on your mind. I don't get that many asks on Tumblr because I think people think I don't answer them. I answer pretty much everything that's sent non-anonymously. If it's anonymous, it's sort of I might answer it, and if it's something that I want to answer, something that I want to talk about, or something that I feel that I need to, then I'll answer it. But if it's just someone saying like the same thing that 1,000 anonymous before have said, then I'll probably just answer that sarcastically, to be honest, if I answer it at all. And by something that 1,000 anonymous have asked before, I just mean the thing about the suits. Hey, but if you have questions about suits, feel free to ask, I'm always happy to answer. Bear in mind though, that any answer that I give is my own personal interpretation. There are no hard and fast. Anyone who tells you that there are set rules that you have to abide by, this is how you have to wear a suit. No. I recognize that the way that I dress myself is not how everyone needs to dress themselves. I still stand by what I said about the original GIF. Like, that was a really ill-fitted jacket and the tie was really dreadful and his shirt didn't fit, etc., etc. But for those who don't know, that man is a professional model being dressed by professional clothing designers and photographed by professional photographers. This is not how you do not put a model in a jacket that doesn't freaking fit him. I'm doing 110. I'm not supposed to be doing 110. I need to slow down. Whoops. God, it probably hasn't been 3 minutes into this freaking video and I've already gotten onto the one thing that I was like, you know what, I'm not going to make this blog about my freaking Tumblr posts. This isn't how I'm going to do a freaking motive, but again, I might just cut it out, I might not, I don't know. But I'm definitely going to cut out asking myself whether I'm going to cut it out. So who wants to hear about my Christmas? You do good, I wanted you to say that. For Christmas, I replaced my motorcycle after having written it off. The short story on that is, it was raining, it was really wet, I came around the corner as if it were dry, and then proceeded to slide right off my bike. Not good. Very not good. I was fine. Not a scratch on me, I was wearing gear, that's what you do. Wear your protective gear for the love of God, just do it. I don't care how long you've been riding, I don't care what you ride, I don't care where you're riding or what the conditions are. Wear your gear. And it scratched up all the fairings and busted the rear sets, smashed the blinker in the mirror. And then when I picked up the bike to move it off the road and get out of the damn way, the handlebars were stuck because the fairing had pushed in and caught on the fork. So when I've gone to turn the handlebars, I've tugged on the left one and knocked the bike over onto the left-hand side as well. So both sides of the fairing, both sets of rear sets, both blinkers. The mirror on the left-hand side was fine, perplexingly. My insurer was like, this is going to cost more to repair than what you're insured for. And I was like, okay, please write off my $5,800 insured freaking 18-year-old motorcycle and give me $6,000 for it. And they would have too, except for the fact that I was still in the middle of my payment period and I pay my insurance monthly. So they took the rest of the payments off that, plus the excess. So I ended up with like, I don't know, 38 or something. And they replaced my helmet, they replaced my shoes, I replaced my bike. This only cost me $2,200. It's 2 years younger, and I don't know how the hell this occurred, but somehow a 16-year-old bike only had 12,500 kilometers on it when I picked it up. Pristine. Absolutely lovely. Where are you from? See this guy here? He has a skull on the back of his helmet. He's riding a cruiser in thongs, track pants, and a singlet. Do not do this. This is not smart. And he's left his blinker on because he's just that much of a genius. There we go, he's turned it off. This guy is an absolute moron. I kind of want to get in the right lane so that when people start merging on, I don't want them merging on top of me. Fuck, I can't see around this brick. I can't see if anything's going to merge. Can you move over, please? Can you just scooch over just a little bit? Move. Okay, there's nothing merging. I'm going to Wyong, by the way. Wyong. Boxing Day lunch. Why do they call it Boxing Day? That's what I want to know. Maybe it has something to do with picking up all the boxes from people's gifts. My cheeks feel fun. I've put 1,000 kilometers on this bike in the last 4 days. Of course my cheeks are going to feel funny. Hey, it's Triumph. Nice. Those are nice bikes. I don't know about the riding position. I like to be a little more forward. Like if the handlebars are up higher, it just doesn't feel natural for me. I like my clip-ons. Thanks. Come on, let's move. It's Boxing Day. Everyone's going home from Christmas. Yay, we've escaped the rellos. No stopping or turning. Yeah, who's going to want to turn around on this? Are you insane? I actually had to turn around on the freeway once. On the shoulder. I was taking my last bike to the mechanic after some prick knocked it over. No major damage to it, just bearing stuff. The thing about that one is the key, I don't know what the ignition was doing, but the key sort of would slide out of the ignition column really easily, even when it was on. So I'm riding along on a bumpy ass road, and I assume this is where it happened anyway. The key bounced out of the ignition, didn't it? So I'm like, yay, that's fucking brilliant. Not only is my key gone and I can't turn my bike off, but I also can't get into my helmet compartment to collect the items that I had stored in it. And then I had to go and sort out some bills that I had to pay, and that took a freaking million years. So once I got done paying those bills, the battery was pretty much completely flat. Time to clutch start it, which I did, but this was before I had the Bluetooth in my helmet, and I needed to answer a phone call in case it was from my mechanic saying, hey, you can't come up here today, because it was like an hour ride, and I didn't want to do that twice on a bike with no mirror and no blinker. I had to pull up on the side of the freeway, and it was uphill, and you can't really clutch start uphill. That's you have to have some pretty strong legs. Cora could do it. I had to turn around on the freeway and roll the opposite direction along the shoulder and clutch start it and hold it at high idle with the clutch in while I was turning it around again, so it didn't stall. But I did manage to get there that day. That was actually the day that I had to ride through a hailstorm. I pulled over for the worst of it, but after it stopped actually raining and just started spitting tiny little hailstones, and I couldn't sit around anymore because I was going to miss the mechanics that were going to shut, and then I was going to have to ride home in a hailstorm too. So I pulled over. There was a very lovely lady. She was the most kind person I think I've ever met on the side of a road in a hailstorm. And I pulled up my bike in front of her SUV, hopped off, and sort of hopped over to her car because there was bloody puddles everywhere. And I knocked on the window and said, hey, do you mind if I hide in your big car while the rest of the storm blows over? She's like, yeah, that's fine. So I hopped into a car and was just chilling. I think she was an investment banker or something. She worked at a bank. She was actually on her way to pick her kids up from school because it was like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And she pulled over by the side of the road because she didn't want to be doing 90 into hailstones and possibly chipping her windscreen, which obviously no one wants to do. Ah, there's a puppy. You know how many times I've been tempted to just pull up beside a ute that's got a puppy in the back and just pet them on their little head? It's extremely tempting, I tell you now. Oh my god, are we seriously doing 80 right now? What's okay. Oh, it was this dude up here that was doing 80. Are you seriously running on a fucking emergency wheel? I was looking at it and I was like, hey, that car looks a little bit lopsided. And yeah, they're running on the goddamn emergency wheel. You're insane, buddy. I'm hanging back because those things are liable to fly off. We've only got 15 minutes until I get off this friggin' freeway anyway, so... Oh, I'm low on fuel, whoops. I mean, the good thing about being stuck behind this guy is that my fuel efficiency is up a little bit because my revs are so low. Makes it last a little tiny bit longer. I got new boots for Christmas. Actually, no, I got new boots for my insurer, but I am calling them Christmas presents. What did I get for Christmas? I got a computer mouse, I got a whole bunch of shower washes and deodorants and stuff from different people because I didn't know what else to get. Which is fair, but I mean, they're really nice ones, so. Oh, I got Settlers of Qatar as well. We played that last night. It took a little bit of getting used to because I haven't played it since I was like freaking 9 years old, and even then I was only sitting on someone else's game, so I didn't really know what was going on. But once we got the hang of it, it's a really fun game. It's kind of like Monopoly, but the difference is in Monopoly you're more vindictive because you got to bankrupt everyone else, but in Settlers of Qatar you just got to get the most points, so you got to get 10 points first. But it's less of this vindictiveness of Monopoly, and all of the same strategy, or similar strategy anyway. It's a good game, whatever, I enjoyed it. We didn't actually get to finish it because I had to go home. It was getting to like 2 o'clock in the morning, and they're like, you know what, we probably should probably skedaddle. You're down to 70. You are down to 70 kilometers an hour. What are you doing? Nice. What is that anyway? A Fireblade? Sounded like a 600. Or to mine ear anyway. Police aerial speed enforcement. Sounds like if you speed, there's going to be a drone strike. Just this little raptor comes flying overhead and then blows you off the road. Strategically placed explosion that flips cars onto the shoulder. Expect to see like metal plates dotted every 15 yards or so that they don't keep tearing up the asphalt when people are speeding. Wyong, 10 kilometers. Am I gonna make 10 kilometers? I don't actually know. I am very, very low on fuel. Another dude, another cruiser, another pair of douchebags without gear. Ladies and gentlemen, please wear your gear and wear proper shoes. Should be the next exit. It's only 2 clicks away, so we're gonna get. Oh fuck! Gotta avoid flying sticks to start with. A lot of people getting off at Tugra. And should be green light any second now. My shifts are a little bit stodgy today. Okay, so you're still running, you haven't stalled, so I'm pretty good. Premium 98, there we go. It's a nice red one. $1.34.7, Jesus Christ, that's cheap. Paid like $1.55 for it last time. You want to see something cool? How's that for bloody awesome marketing? And then take this thing off because it's a law. I can't go in there with the helmet on.
Pretty sure I just bumped the camera and changed the angle on it. Yep. Fucking thing. Let's go. Oh, well, fuel indicator reckons I'm good, so I'm good. There we go, that's better. It did not flick the clutch, because if I get on the 600 and do that, it's going to send me flying. I test rode one of those CF Moto 650 NKs. Those things are fucking terrifying, I tell you now. Slow down. What the fuck am I doing? I hate this, because there's like a giveaway sign and they don't give way half the fucking time. And then I almost fucking tip it over. I need to learn to put on my helmet without slapping the back of the freaking thing, because I got used to doing that, and now, ow, when I do it, I knock the camera. If any of you stalk my grandmother, I'm gonna freaking come after you. I'm gonna chill in the shade right here. Off. Alright, thank you for coming on that ride with me. It was very pleasant. It was nice to have someone to talk to other than myself. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe, leave a comment. If you like the video, put a like on it. And I'm about to be accosted, so I'm gonna go. Timmy! Timmy! Timmy, Timmy, Timmy. Timmy, hey, come here. Hi. Hello. What are you doing, mister? Hello. This is Timmy. You go inside, okay?